Boy, oh boy, that's a robbery going around in here. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and today I'm going to talk about this weird Doom clone Android or an iOS game called Undoomed. If you never heard about it, well, consider yourself lucky. It's probably on the Google Trends right now, and for some other reason, when I search for retro FPS on Google Trends, and that's how I came out with this sort of shit. But yeah, Undoomed is like some sort of like Doom clone game, which basically uses like FreeDOOM and other Doom mod assets to build this kind of like retro FPS type of game based on Unreal Engine 4. And let me tell you a big thing about it is that it looks like fucking hot garbage. Now, I might not look like I'm in a position to review bad games because, quite frankly, I probably made one myself or a couple ones myself at some degree, but that's just because of resource limitations rather than actually making or like actually lacking talent in making games. I know that, right? I might not know everything in terms of game development, at least. And honestly, I might not be a jack of all trades in that regard to be like a decent solo dev. But even then, as a game developer like that, as a game developer who makes at least one retro FPS game in her life, I can tell that looks like utter hot garbage. You just have to look at the fucking trailer for this fucking game in a way, because it looks like fucking hot shit. It basically looks like, what if Doom grabbed assets from FreeDOOM and other Doom mods and was built by basically the kind of kid who made Bobby's first Unity horror game. Forgot to turn off the backlight over there. And yes, it definitely looks like garbage, but I don't know, that's what you expect for some reason when you look out for mobile games these days. It's that it's basically hot fucking trash. Like, normally in a fucking Android or iOS store, you're gonna find a lot of fucking garbage like that on like the iOS or Android stores in a way. But what's baffling about this is that how the hell is this game trending on Google Trends and like YouTube searches and whatnot? I don't get it. Why is it fucking trending? I have no fucking clue why is it trending. Google Trends might be a fucking problem right here, and I don't understand it fully, but it's like what it is, I guess. The game was developed by Straightwire Games. They got a YouTube channel, and they also got like a trailer for a game called Reconstruct Alone. That's just the other game they only built so far outside of Undoomed. And as you can tell, it looks like mobile game garbage. If you look at their website is incredibly bare bones. Straightwire Games, shockingly good. I wouldn't believe this sort of shit. It's a perfect irony right there. It's like chef's kiss. It's like a delicatessen croque monsieur right there. Delicious irony. In the list of projects they got listed in their website, they don't only have Undoomed and Reconstruct, they also got Colonize, Physics Sandbox Demo. Why the hell would you post like a Physics Sandbox Demo or like a projects list? At least you could have like a fully fledged game that probably acts and plays like a fully fledged game. But a demo, like a Physics Sandbox Demo? What? And Pixel Perspective, which, if you can tell, it's a mobile game, pixel game. Yet another one of those. Yay. All of these games apparently are made with the Unreal Engine. And, I mean, honestly, it will be no different from the games you will get from, like, I don't know, Unity or whatnot. Because these games will be easily made equally with Unity and will make no difference. And again, the website is incredibly bare bones. Like, they don't have that much to tell. Undoomed, you can notice they used a fucking FreeDOOM asset right there for some other reason. I mean, even though the main issue is not FreeDOOM, but I'll get there, honestly. You can freely use the FreeDOOM assets all the time you want for other sorts of projects, right? It's an open source project. The graphics are open source. I get it. It's like a free license, kind of like graphics kind of thing. The problem resides, though, when you use other people's mods assets And I can tell you this by experience in the terms of the Doom modding community and whatnot. When you use other people's mod assets from other Doom mods, it might start to get a little bit icky right there, because some of these assets cannot be used without the explicit permission of the creator of the mod. And honestly, the problem is not on the legal terms, because I doubt any Doom mod creator is gonna hire a lawyer or anything to sue you for stealing their Doom mod assets or whatever. Like, I don't know, let's say Brutal Doom or whatever, right? But the problem is more of a moral and ethical one, because you're appropriating someone else's mod assets for your own project, and possibly without proper credit. As you can see on their website, even there's not even credits for the assets they used. It's just you can notice the FreeDOOM assets, of course, but like the rest of assets they probably use in this game, like they don't credit at all. There's no credits about it. I don't see the fucking credits anywhere. And I mean, not even probably in the video description of the trailer whatsoever. There's absolutely nothing. No credits about the assets used or whatever. Not even a mention of FreeDOOM. Just basically nothing. Just key features, how to play, but no credits. Wow. Okay. You can even notice they literally used the original Doom fist arm without anybody's permission. And if you try to find, like, the videos on this game, it's, like, really not much. There's only, like, the content from Android-related channels that somewhat show gameplay of this game, and nothing much else. But there's not much, honestly. There's probably, like, small channels covering this one, and they're all fucking garbo, honestly, because, I don't know, it's a bit weird. It's, like, absolutely weird. There's a random gameplay channel somewhere there. It's like, I don't know, it's weird. Like, nobody covers this one up, even though it shows up on Google Trends or whatever. And that's the baffling shit about it. How is this on Google Trends? It's just the baffling, you know, like, it's more of a moral dilemma to steal other people's assets and make your sort of Doom clone or ripoff with that sort of shit. It's a bit of an oozy subject, especially when you have to live through the Doom community for so long and so thoroughly on, because of, like, you know, the ins and outs of the Doom modding community and whatnot, in terms of how to ask for permission for certain assets or how to use assets from other mods. Like, I mean, this is a fully fledged Android game or like iPhone game, and still stealing assets from other mods and FreeDOOM even. Like, I get, okay, FreeDOOM is open source. Their graphics are free to use by anyone else. I get it. Maybe that's possibly the possibility on when it comes to FreeDOOM. But that's the moral dilemma here. The rest of the stuff is the more of the problem here. So, yeah, I don't know. I kind of rate this fucking Android game like a pure 0 out of 10. Possibly like a -1 out of 10. I mean, if you look at a trailer right there, the sprites don't work properly. They can spin around like randomly. It's not like sprites work in Doom at all. If you know programming that sort of shit in an engine like Unreal Engine 4, which, by the way, I nailed previously in SAS vs. Fash, how to do the sort of like how to make sprites aim at you every time wherever you look in the camera, right? How to make like one-dimensional sprites that always look at you, like to simulate the Doom-like sprites. I know how to do that. How the fuck does this guy not know how to do that in Unreal Engine 4? There's apparently reports of glaring glitches in this game and bugs and whatnot, and I mean, this is like a game made by an amateur Unity developer that's probably 12 years old or something, and it's baffling. Like that this is somewhat trending on Google Trends or YouTube Trends or whatever for some reason, and maybe it's because of the volume of videos being generated about that particular game, but nothing else. I mean, it's just quantity over quality, honestly, and most of it is low quality garbage content out there reviewing or playing a game. Other than that, I might be the only exception here trying to look at this game and say, wow, this game is fucking garbage, honestly. So yeah, this game, if anything, at least gets a -1 out of 10 for not even properly making a retro FPS game. It's just baffling, honestly. That just comes to show that I don't regularly play mobile games for this reason. It's because most of it is either garbage because of the exploitative predatory monetization, or either it's because it's pure garbage in its own aesthetic and functional sense. And I mean, I can tell that as a game developer who probably also made bit crap games in some regard, especially because of resource and budget limitations. But honestly, I can still tell this is fucking hot garbage. It's just basically hot garbage. So yeah, what do you think of Undoomed, the mobile Doom clone game that doesn't do a proper job at being a Doom clone? Leave a like, comment. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. That's a Torquay 24 reference, by the way. I just in this house we stand at Torquay 24.